Hey everyone, welcome back to Hearthstone. Today I'm showing off a new Mage deck using a bunch of the Knights of the Frozen Throne cards. Most importantly, Frost Lich Jaina. Great card. So this is Disguised Toast's Lich Queen deck. I don't think I actually made any tweaks to it. I think it's really good as it is. Got a game to show off after this, but there's been a couple of decks going around trying to get this Frost Lich Jaina deck working. I think where most of them go wrong, and where this one does not go wrong, is that they put too many elementals in the deck. This one actually doesn't have that many. It just has the two Tar Creepers, because they're like the best elementals in the game. I think his list has a Pyros. I don't have that. Steam Surger actually works really well in place of that. And then two Servants of Calamus, as well as the Water Elementals. And because Pyros is like one of the only mage elementals, you discover him a lot from Servant of Calamus. Otherwise, it's mostly kind of like the secret mage that was doing really well on the ladder. You've got the Arcanologist, you've got the Valets, you've got just one counterspell and two ice blocks. The secret mage I was playing before had one ice block and two counterspells. I think you need the ice blocks just to kind of hold on a lot. But as soon as you hit that late game, where you're churning out water elementals and they're healing you for 3 each time, it's really good. So other than that, it's pretty standard. There's not a ton of new cards in this one. It's mostly... Is Frost Lich Jaina the only new card in here? Yeah. Like I was playing one that ran Syndragosa as well, because then you've got those 0/1s on the board, and you do Frost Lich Jaina the next turn, and then you ping your own 0/1s, you get a legendary in hand, and you also get a water elemental on the board. This deck just seems a lot more stable than other ones. This is probably the best Frost Lich Jaina deck I've played so far. Okay, so this game was also recorded pretty early after Knights of the Frozen Throne came out, just like in my Druid spotlight. So we're probably facing either some kind of Jade combination, Malfurion the Pestilent Druid, or like a Ramp Druid. So this is a pretty solid opening hand. You can like Mana Worm, coin Babbling Book, or you can just coin Arcanologist. I think I like doing the Mana Worm first. I sure do. Because even though you dump half your hand, you actually get something back. We got the Frozen Clone Secret there. Pretty decent card. And now we can see what he's going to play. Probably Wild Growth. Yeah! And now this is a pretty solid Arcanologist play right there. Then we get the secret on next turn. I think I was alt-tabbed or something? I don't know why. I don't know what was going on there. Have you noticed how laggy Hearthstone is after this update? Mine's lagging a lot. You can see it right there. It's lagging a ton. I don't know how they make the game like more unstable as new expansions come out. Ah, shit. There it is again. Okay, so he's got his little taunt down. What do we do about a little taunt? We've got 2 secrets we could play. We could Mana Worm and Hero Power. Frozen Clone. There we go, now that's dead next turn. And we've got Frozen Clone on the board. We didn't need Ice Block yet. Ice Block's good if you've got the Medivh Valley. Innervate. Had to finish clicking that. Bone Mare. That's right, Bone Mare is... I think it's a pretty broken card, honestly. It's already becoming like an auto-include in a lot of decks. Mostly Paladin and Druid. Okay, not that many decks. It's pretty horrible though, it's a horrible card. I mean, it's like, what, 9/9 with taunt for 7? That's pretty OP, I think. I wonder if they'll take a look at Bone Mare. Bone Mare wasn't really what I was hoping to get in my hand from that secret, but good value though. Got two free 7, or I got 2 7-drops in my hand for free for 3 mana. Not bad. That's his turn, and this lets me... It's not a great turn. Probably Tar Creeper, and then we can play Steam Surger next turn to get the value out of it. because he'll probably kill it, and then we can do Steam Surger, and that gives us the little 2 damage spell, which will get rid of the Bone Mare. Unless he Bone Mares his Bone Mare, which I think is very possible. He did not, unless he Bone Mares it now. Group Lord. And Wrath. This deck, it's not a fast deck. It's a... The games go very, very long. So if you're facing like a mirror matchup, it goes very, very long. The Warlock Death Knight goes very, very long because you're just like trying to out lifesteal each other. I think the Warlock Death Knight's a bit more of a solid strategy, a bit more reliable. Fucking Bone Mare. At least I can deal with that, because I think I've... Did I use the Fireball already? I guess so. That's a pretty worrying board to be against, isn't it? I think I was hoping for like a Fireball here. Hey! It's kind of helpful. I don't really know what else to do here. Probably just Ice Block. Oh, I guess I did want the draw. Okay, yeah, that's good. Firelands Portal works. Yeah, I think the Warlock Death Knight's a bit more reliable, because it's 3 damage and 3 healing every single turn, whereas the Mage Death Knight does, oh my god, does rely on being able to keep like these 3 6s around all the time. That lag, it's awful. So we can Volcanic Potion here and get rid of a lot of it. We can just hero power the 2-1. Yeah, and play our Elemental. Just in case we draw one of the Servant Calamos's, I guess. But next turn we can play Frost Lich Jaina. Which means this little fella gets Lifesteal. 4-8 with Taunt. Interesting. Okay. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We could kill his 4-9 right now. So we've got Fireball, Flame Geyser, and Hero Power. But look at that value. 1 health, Lifestealed. Pow. And we get the 3-6 on the board, which does free shit. And we get a little bit of armor. Better click these things, obviously. I still haven't figured out what you can do with the top right one. All I've seen is that you can make the little crystals glow and you can bash the chain around a bit. I've seen so many Druid decks playing like these cards, and just none of them run Hadronax, and it makes me sad because I thought that card is going to be really cool, and it's not really cool. And it makes me very sad. I think that was a misplay right there. I should have used that on the 2-3 and then hero powered the 2-3. I guess this right now gives me a 5-6 with Lifesteal, which is pretty decent. Uh-oh. I mean, I would have saved the Fandral, but fine. He probably has the Death Knight in his hand right now, so he wanted to get Fandral down, so he could Death Knight the next turn. But unfortunately for him, I do have Firelands Portal, which I think is what I'm going to do. Or I could even Firelands Portal the 6-11, hit it with my 5-6, and then hero power it to get a... Or do this! Make a 9-10. I think I was thinking it gave me 5-5, so I was hoping it was 9-10. There's old Flame Geyser. Good little card. Or sorry, a 10-10. Whatever. I would still get rid of that. And we play our Elemental in case we draw that Servant of Calamos. Look at that little 9-4. He started out a 1-2. He's in now a 9-4 taunt with Lifesteal. Great. That was a weird animation. The slime got it like a second later for some reason. Oh, but I was already full health. First world problems. My 9-4 with taunt could only heal me 1 because I was at full health. Okay, well we can board clear next turn right now. Oh, he should have played that first and then Power of the Wild. Instead he Power of the Wild at the start of his turn. I getcha. So now we do that, and then we get Medea's Valley. And that clears the 3-3 on the right. And we can clear that 3-3 and probably Frostbolt the other 3-3. And now he is like almost top decking. I debated whether to hit that, but he's just going to trade it into the 5-2, my Bone Mare, so wasn't worth it. So I think he's still got the Death Knight in his hand. I'm not sure what else. I think the Death Knight's the left card. Maybe not, actually. I feel like out of the two, you'd probably play the Death Knight there. Yeah, he would have, because he could have cleared my board if he played the Death Knight. That's a pretty unfortunate turn for him. I mean, he got a good hand, I guess. Oh, there it is, after playing elementals like every turn. Ooh, that's a pretty decent card to have on board actually right now. 7-6. Makes my minions cost a little bit more, but it's okay. That's me casually checking to make sure that he did in fact make my minions cost 3 more. And he did. Ooh, Golden Spreading Plague, that's nice. Ooh. Okay. Fatal Mistake because I can Fireball one of them and then Hero Power it, which gives me a little 3-6. So that's why I said it was a mistake. I'm actually going to take Simulacrum here. It's surprisingly kind of a decent card. It works fairly well in this deck, because when you need to play elementals, and it doesn't actually run that many elementals, you can get another one. Ultimate Infestation. He's got 1 card left in his deck now. It's crazy. I bet that card's got to be like everywhere in Wild, right? It's got to be in all the Druid decks. With Thorson, probably. I'll play that, and then that means we get to like, double Servant of Calamus next turn. Look at that, hero powering my own water elemental to get a brand new one. Pretty tricky. He's out of cards, and he didn't actually include a Jade Idol in his deck, which was very nice of him. Because that is what you play to stop yourself from fatiguing. You just shuffle more of them back in. And you hope nobody's playing Skulking Geist. I have Skulking Geist, never put it in any of my decks. I just hope it works out. It sometimes does. Anxiously clicking on things while waiting for him to do something. I wanted the blue one. The blue one at the bottom left looks nice. I wish you could, like, refreeze the bottom right one. I don't know why you can't.
You're shivering. Are you afraid?
I think he actually leaves here, which is kind of lame. But it was a good game to show off the deck. You can see at the end of the game, he's exhausted his entire deck, and I'm still sitting at 27 life.
Thank you.
Servant of Calamus. There's Pyrus. And I think he's gonna leave. Yep. Woo! There you go, that was... Hey, look, pretty decent deck. 100% win rate with it right now. I think I've played a few more games with it. I don't think it's quite 100% anymore. But yeah, there you go. That was a look at Disguised Toast's Frost Lich Jaina deck. His originally, I've just made one change to it. I just swapped out Pyros for Steam Surger. That's probably the best replacement you can do for it. It's kind of weird not having Lich King in it, because most decks do run it. But it's a very good deck. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!